Hey guys, Dan here, and today I'm going to be reviewing another Minecraft mod, and it's called the Armor Movement mod. So basically this mod adds 12 new craftable armor variants, which are all based off leather armor, and they all do some pretty sweet things. Well, actually, Life Vest is not exactly based off leather armor, it's not really based off anything, it's its own thing, but all of these other ones are based off leather armor, and they do some pretty sweet things. Each thing is unique, and you can use it by using the F key, which is basically the action key, or sometimes space activates some of them. So let's get right into it, and we'll be starting with the first one. This is the grappling hook on the left here, and it's crafted like that. And then when you use it, you can right-click to throw it, kind of like a snowball, and then you'll land exactly wherever it lands. There we go, I landed underwater in that one. That's not very good. So I can land up on that, or it doesn't exactly work underwater very well, but it basically works like an ender pearl, except it doesn't do any damage to you, and, oh, that was a fail as well. It doesn't do any damage to you, and it's completely reusable, and it doesn't have a durability bar, I think. So, yeah, that's the grappling hook. So, on to the next one. This is the helicopter hat. It's crafted like that, using a leather cap, some sticks, and iron ingots. And then when you equip it, like I will right here, by holding the jump key, you can keep rising into the air, and then you can fall, and then you can move around a little bit. You're slightly mobile when you're using this. It's not as good as the jetpack though, which I'll cover in a minute. This is the glider right here, which is made kind of complicatedly with a leather tunic, some paper, string, and some sticks. And anyway, when you equip the glider, like I will right here, by pressing the F key, it'll allow you to glide pretty awesomely. Works better if you start from a higher surface, but it'll allow you to glide for quite far distances. But once it's done here, let's do an example from up in the tree here. Let's see if we can get to my island. If I jump, I can glide, and I can make it pretty nicely to my island from there. So your height slowly goes down while you're holding the action key, which default is F. So that is it for the glider. The next item I'm going to be covering is the parachute, and it's made like this, fairly simply. And when you equip it, you can fall from higher heights with taking less damage as long as you hold the action key, which, like I said earlier, is default F. So let's jump off here, and I can deploy my parachute at any time by pressing F. It has an infinite number of uses, and it has an infinite number of uses, and it doesn't just like deploy once and then you're screwed. Like, no. Like, I can do it, let go. Or sorry, right when you press F once, it actually activates it for that whole fall. So if I go over here, I can jump up to here and kind of like jump off, press F, and now all of a sudden I'm floating safely down, and I can control my movement a little bit. So that's it for the parachute. Alright, so moving on, here are the spring boots, and they're built fairly simply with a piston and some leather boots. And when you equip them in your boot slot, you'll be able to jump up to 5 blocks. As you see, there's just 5 blocks here. The author claims that it's 6 blocks, but I have not yet been able to jump 6 blocks. You can still do a small jump like normal, and then you can also hold the spacebar to do larger jumps up to what I have found to be 5 blocks. You can barely make it up that 5 blocks. I don't think there's any way that you can make it up a 6th. So as you guys can see, that's fairly self-explanatory, and you don't take any falling damage from it. And it does occur fairly slowly, so that is the spring boots. Here's the life vest, which is crafted, the only item here crafted not with leather armor, and it's only crafted purely with yellow wool. And when you go to equip that in your chest slot, you can, it'll automatically make you float in water without having to do anything. I'm not holding any buttons right now, and you can see the instant that your face kind of gets like 1 pixel below the water, automatically brings you right back up. So that's fairly basic and self-explanatory for the life vest. And on to the next item. Alrighty, here we have the Healies, which are made with ender pearl, iron, and some leather boots, and some string. And then when you go to equip those, and you hold the use button on any kind of surface, you run much faster than you do normally. And this does not bring down your hunger bar, so it is a nice, cheap, and effective way to, like, an alternative to sprinting, because I think you go faster than sprinting. Let's do an example here. Yeah, you definitely do go faster than sprinting, because this is me sprinting, this is me using the Healies, and it doesn't bring down your hunger either, so it's better than sprinting, really. Alright, so, and then next here we have the flippers, which are made like that, as you guys can see in there. And then when I equip them into my feet slot, you move much quicker in water. So this is how fast you normally move in water, you know, like it's nothing really special. Like, my water is clear because of Optifine. I'm not sure what option that is. I haven't really looked into it. But then when you equip the flippers, you move much, much faster. This is especially useful just for moving faster in the water, because I know that moving in the water annoys me, especially because it's excruciatingly slow. So with the flippers, that can fix that, and it is fairly cheap. However, there is no extra kind of animation for swimming. If you want to see, you basically just move faster. It looks like walking, like it always is. Sorry, I did a little bit of creative flying though. But so yeah, that's about it for the flippers. They're fairly basic. Alright, moving on, here we have the Jetpack, which I kind of mentioned earlier when I explained to you guys about, but here's the Jetpack, and it's made using the glider and then adding some blaze rods and some more iron to it. And then when you go ahead and equip the Jetpack, it is similar to the helicopter hat, although much faster. So you can just kind of hold space and you zoom around much faster than before. You can move forward and backward much faster than before, you know. It's fairly cool. It doesn't have any kind of special cool animation, like that would be pretty sweet. And then you don't take any falling damage when using it. Although I'm in creative mode, so that's kind of, can't really prove that right now. However, I can switch over. So game mode survival, I can go up really high, land, fine. Go up really high, and land, fine. So as you guys can see, that is fairly straightforward. Alright, so the next thing I want to take a look at is the ice skates, which are built simply with 3 pieces of iron under some leather boots. And then when you go ahead and equip them, right now it doesn't really do anything on any normal land, but once you get onto ice, which can be pretty sweet if you're in a snow biome, you move a whole lot faster. As you guys can see here, the footage isn't sped up, though I know my arm kind of does go fairly fast when I go through this. So that's how fast you actually go. You can pull off some pretty awesome jumps. As you guys saw, I landed the ground right there. But yeah, the ice skates, they only work on ice, I believe. I don't see why it doesn't work on anything else. Your turning ability does get horrible when you're using these things. For example, if I try to go that way, it doesn't really let me at all. It's going to continue to bring me the other way because I have so much momentum. So that's about it for the ice skates. For our second last item, we have the mountain boots, which can be crafted just with 2 iron on some leather boots. And then when you grab the mountain boots, which are here, and you equip them, you can climb up any kind of block just simply by looking at it and going up like a ladder. It works on any kind of block that I've found so far. I haven't found a block that it doesn't work on, and the author of this mod did not mention any kind of block that it doesn't work on. So you see, you can even like climb up trees, you know. So that's pretty cool. Like, I mean, imagine if you look away. For example, if I look at this block, I can climb that block, but if I'm not looking at any block, then it won't work. See, I can't go backwards up here. You have to actually be looking at a block. So that is the catch. That's how it's not similar to ladders. It has to be a block that you're looking to. So that's about it for the mountain boots. And then if I run over here, we can see the scuba helmet, which is our final item. And it's crafted with some leather in the shape of a helmet and then a glass pane. And then it pretty much comes out like that. And it looks pretty sweet on your guy, I think, in my opinion. Looks kind of cool, you know. And then when you are in it, let me game mode survival. As you can see, my air bubbles are just always staying at max. And I can explore under here however much I want. So that is what the scuba goggles do. So anyway guys, thanks for watching, and if you want to see the mod information, or you want to download this mod for yourself, then you guys can check out the link in the description, because you guys will be able to go and download this mod yourself. And it only requires mod loader, I believe. Don't quote me on that though, because I don't exactly remember. So anyway, yeah, you guys can go check out this mod at the link in the description. And if you enjoyed the mod review, then I would appreciate a comment or a like or a subscribe or whatever. And yeah, anyway, I guess that's about it. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.